This video is an introduction and a brief overview of the use of our suspension handling tool. This tool comes in most of our suspension kits. It's model specific and does require assembly, but fasteners are in the kit, simply a couple of rivets. The tool is designed as a manual handling aid. The asymmetric arm is pretty heavy at the stub axle end, and so the tool is designed to take a lot of the load, the weight during installation away from your neck, shoulders and back. It helps with the alignment of the trailing arm pins, gives you better access to the fasteners at the end of the trailing arm and the asymmetric arm, and then ultimately gives us the correct height, or provides the correct height that's required when you're doing your wheel on your toe adjustment. I'm going to show you now how to install an asymmetric arm into this van. Alright, so the tool's in position. I've placed 2 pins on the ground just to help with initial installation. I've gone and installed the bushings on the end of the asymmetric arm and the trailing arm. So now I'm just going to place the asymmetric arm into its chassis mount. I'm going to install the tool at its lowest position onto the lower shock mount, and I'll just swing that down out of the way. The trailing arm into its mount, and I'm just going to lift on the stub axle up and rotate forward. I'll use one of the 2 pins in the front and the second one in the back. And that's the suspension system installed. I'm going to go ahead now and put the remainder of the hardware, the rubber bushings, in place, and then we'll come back and install these 2 pins. Alright, so at this point I've installed the last of the bushes. We're going to go ahead and install these radius arm pins. We'll install them from the outside in, just for the sake of the demonstration. So you can go ahead, remove your alignment pins, and you'll find because the suspension height is at ride height, these go through reasonably easily. Once you've got both pins installed, you can use the remainder of the holes on the installation tool to raise the suspension. You'll find that at a higher height, access to the fasteners on the end of the trailing arm and the asymmetric arm are a little bit easier to access, especially if you're using power tools. Once you're finished, lower it back down. The lowest pin height is the correct height for wheel alignment. So you can use this tool after you've assembled your brakes, using Track's wheel alignment guide to set the correct toe. Thank you.